You.
Good evening and happy Tuesday, peoples. It is
Hey,
Tuesday again already. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another dope episode of the Phat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most. I can matter to us most each and every Tuesday right here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm your girl Leo Rochelle, the founder, creator, and host of this dopeness over here. And tonight on here with me, we got my two chocolate drops. We got none other than Sir Moses right here in this thing.
Hi, how you
And
doing? Mr.
oh,
Chocolate Dropper.
oh Lord. Not you over there blushing. Not you over there blushing.
Yes, I am.
And
Yes.
then we got my girl Sassy Bay, aka Gina Marie. What's up, boo?
hey, what's up? What's up?
Nothing much, nothing much. So tonight our conversation is gonna be light. It's gonna be engaging. It ain't gonna be as heavy as last week because I know last week was a little bit heavy for a lot of people. And I'm grateful that we were able to have the conversation, but I also do want to send a heartfelt apologies if that show last week triggered anyone or anyone had to deal with any residual feelings after the conversation on last week. Um, I do know that those kind of conversations are hard and they can bring up some feelings even after you've been far removed from that situation or any of those kind of things. So I do want to send a heartfelt apologies. I do want to thank those who have shared their stories, who spoke about the stories, or even navigated that space to be a part of the conversation, and those that are healing through those kind of conversations, because I know it can be hard sometimes. So I definitely want to say I am grateful for everybody in the way that they showed up. And so I'm at the point for the day to be a little bit lighter, okay? A little bit easier.
I
Because I don't
mean,
need nobody out here.
conversations like that
Huh?
sometimes need to be had, though. Conversations like
Oh,
that sometimes
absolutely. They
need to
absolutely
be had.
need to be had. Um, they are conversations that need to be had, but also after you have them, you don't want to bring
More.
heaviness after heaviness on top of heaviness on top of heaviness. And so there's a lot to talk about during Women's History Month because that's not the fullness of our history. The fullness of our history does not end with um, abuse or any of those kind of things. So we do have a lot to discuss. We got a whole lot of ways that we can talk about how we show up and how we navigate the space as women, and that's what this month is about. This month is about navigating the spaces and women being exactly who they are, how we've shown up, how we've changed the game, how we've navigated um, so many different spaces and sometimes are still overlooked. So, the conversation for tonight, just in case you were wondering, is the power of representation. Black and brown influencers who changed the game. Okay, we gonna get into the whole influencer game, and I know y'all see our little social media things back there, cause we gonna talk about how influencers and all of that kind of stuff became a thing. We gonna dive into a little bit of everything. Um, first and foremost, who are some of you guys' favorite influencers?
Favorite?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite, or do you have favorite influencers that you follow?
I follow a lot.
Well, I mean, female influencers?
Anybody.
It could have just been regular any influencer, you little female influencers, but yes, female
Actually,
influencers
I'm about to
because
say,
we are
I'm
talking
about to
about
say the
Women's
little.
History Month.
I've been following Pastor Mike lately because he's been talking some stuff. You know, I've been
Some
following
good
Pastor
stuff.
Mike.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he been spitting some like it kind of reflect off the conversation you and I had, Leo. Like it's just been putting me in a little clearer space.
That's what's up.
There's a couple. There's another guy. He's a life coach. His name is Raph. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher his name, but I'm talking about my man and for some odd reason I hate it because every time he throws a post out, I get so I go down a rabbit hole. So I think that's a good thing because gives me a little bit more clarity of where I want to go and what what I'm looking for myself. And even had me thinking about like trying to get him as a life coach, honestly. But nah, he's kind of pricey.
I mean, yeah, once you become an influencer and once you really be out here doing some stuff.
And there's this other so what?
You get on my nerves. You get on my nerves, T-Ron.
I like okay. And I got one more.
I will tell y'all about that when Moses finished.
Leo. Okay. And this other fashion influencer I just started following. But the funny thing about it is he embroidered fashion with like basic life skills. So the way he breaks it down, he's like, listen, like, and it's like it's stuff that you already know, but the simple fact that he lives like he shows that he lives that life, it puts it to a better perspective, I guess. And you'd be like, damn, I guess I need to start adjusting. I need to start doing this a little bit more. Start dressing. Me. I'm a Jordan and sweatpants type of guy. He's like, and he'll be the one to be like, stop doing that. He said, you never know who you're gonna run into. Your first impression is always gonna count. You can't always give the same person the same first impression of you just wearing sweatpants and Jordans all the time.
Listen.
Sometimes you have to have some chinos, and he's like, and that's what he's breaking it down. You don't always have to be uncomfortable. You could be comfortable in certain other aspects too. So, those are certain.
You can still be comfortable, but dressed up. Comfortable, but you know what I'm saying. I get that. I truly get that. Being comfortable, but taking it to a step up. You don't have to be in a full tuxedo or suit and tie all the time. Exactly. But a nice pair of pants, a nice shirts, and nice shoes. Because it makes you feel different. It makes you feel a different kind of way when you put those kind of things on. Hell, I can have on a hoodie and a skirt, and I feel like, because I've done that. A cute sweater or a sweatshirt and a skirt, it'll change the game. It'll make you feel a little different than just a sweatshirt and some leggings. A skirt gonna make you feel a little more cutesy. So I get it.
Yeah. I think that's another thing he was just trying to say. He said he feel like a lot of people got too comfortable. Yeah. Like the whole leggings thing, the whole sweatpants thing is just too comfortable. Show some pride in your appearance a little bit. Like he just basically just said like it don't matter if you're going to the grocery store. Get cute for yourself to go to the grocery store.
Listen, and that is a thing now that a lot of people have started to do, and I'm one of those people because this comfort shit, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen it. Like the comfort shit, it's cool, but even with the comfort shit, you have to do it with a certain degree. And I'm not gonna lie, like the other day, I actually dressed up a little bit. I left the sweats alone. I wore some nice slacks, some loafers. It was a different vibe. Like even my like I felt like I was in even a different headset, like a different mind space about it. Like it just it does change the way of thinking a little bit. So, I mean, I understood where he was coming from, and I just think those are things I'm just gonna try to fit into my everyday because
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't.
trying to find the lady. That's what I'm over here looking for. It's a lady that I just started following, and I absolutely love her on Instagram. I'm trying to see if I can find her on Facebook too. Um, but she is one of those women that I aspire to be. Um, and I gotta find her name. She is very feminine, but to the point, very stern, very um I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm trying to see if I can find her page. Because when I say that's it, that's it. Um, and I feel like I have started to step into that more.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to find this woman page because it's one of them that's a necessary. Like I got to tell y'all her name. And don't go over there flooding her page and whatnot, but
You said don't
what
go
is this
flooding her
woman?
page.
Nah, chill out on that. No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Uh, but yeah, y'all keep talking. I'm trying to find her page because she is
Yeah, Regina.
so.
Who do you who are you and who do you pay up to? Because you're a little crazy self.
Myself.
I knew that was coming too. I set myself up for that one. I knew that was coming.
I
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
follow a couple of people, especially people that are like into fashion because I love clothes. And hmm, there's this one lady. She takes like casual clothes and she makes them chic. Was a couple of older ladies. I gotta find their pages, but they take casual clothes and they make them chic, make them wearable, especially for older women,
Hmm.
and I love it. I'd be like, well, dang, I never thought about wearing it like that. Or they'll take a jersey and they'll add a skirt to it and then add a petticoat to it and put a hat and a purse and some heels and they dress it up. And this one lady, I think she's African. Every time you see her, she's like walking on a
On
walking board.
that walking pad, that
Yeah,
moving walking pad. I
and she,
love her.
I cannot pronounce her name. I'll put
I
it
know
in the,
exactly who you're talking about though.
but this woman, she slays in every outfit, and I'd be like, oh my god. So it just, I don't know. And then anybody that cooks, like cooks, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Cooks.
Cooks, not
Cook
just
cooks.
because I just found this one gentleman on Facebook. Oh, what is his name? Mm-mm-mm. Let me see if I can find him again. I was like, okay, sir, let me get into these recipes because the little man. Because a lot of people, they'd be like, oh, women cook, but there's a lot of men out here slaying it.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. Oh, I got a new influence that I started following, and I don't care if people may feel some type of way. My man Scott,
Scott who?
uh, the one that broke up with his wife.
Desmond.
Yeah, yeah. My man,
Hmm.
he's the cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I like. I'm not even on front. I like the way he did his. I like the way his whole situation. even though he was going through the fire, my man didn't shake. He didn't sweat nothing. He went right into dropping content normally. And the funny thing, I never knew he had content for himself. Period.
Mm.
Yeah, he has a whole little situation going on
I
over
didn't.
there.
But that's the thing. I never knew because only time we only saw him was in her content. I didn't know he had his
Mm.
own page. My man could chef it up, and he's also into fashion. So he's like a fashion chef.
He switches it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay, so go ahead.
and to make matters worse, like he never ever bad talked the situation. So I gotta give him kudos for that. Like he never bad talked. He never won. Like if you see how many hate pages they got going to at him, and even she even drops, and she petty on her page about him, petty,
That's sad. That's sad.
and he doesn't do nothing about it. He just goes on. He's like, I just put the boys to sleep, but I'm about to cook me up a little something, something, razz, and it's just, and I just like that. I like that. The simple fact he's not fighting fire with fire. You know, he's
Attack.
just yeah, he's not tit for tat about it. He's just very yeah. I like that. I
That's
think
what's up.
that's the real manly thing. Like I'm not gonna say it's some real manly thing to do. That's the more mature thing to do. The mature. He's
He's
very
grown up.
mature. Yeah,
He's being a grown up.
he's being a very much grown up right now.
He's being a grown up.
Because you know what they say. We're not the Obamas. When they go low, then we go down to the flow. like he could have, but he hasn't. So
Yeah. I'm still trying to find this woman because when I say she just has this look about her, she is. She has really big hair, and she always got on some bomb ass red lipstick. And if y'all know I love me a red lip. And I promise you, watch, I'm gonna come across her page when I'm not looking for it. And then be like, that's it, that's her name, that's
I'm not
on
gonna
her
lie. A lot of women can't pull off a red lip.
page.
Cannot pull that shit off for shit.
And I mean, she is
Sorry.
so it, her her energy says, I'm that girl. You know what I'm saying? Her energy says, I'm that bitch. Without having to say, I'm that bitch. You know, and it's just like, I don't know. It's something about that woman. And it's just, oh Lord, I'm sorry. And then she talks in such a way that you listen to her. And she said she talks as like an auntie to younger black women. And I love that because um it's definitely one of those things that you understand, and she makes you want to do this. Like she makes you want to lean in and listen like your auntie is talking to you. And maybe that's why I really like her page because it reminds me of that. It reminds me of a conversation with an auntie or auntie big sister or something along those lines that make you feel seen, that make you feel heard, and all of those kind of things. So yeah, I'm still trying to find it, but anywho, the conversation must go on. Um, the conversation must go on, and I'm mad because I wanted to find her. But I'll find it and I'll post about her or share her information on our page because she is really just that dope. Um, but some of the other influencers that I really enjoy watching grow and change and shift has been Issa Rae is one of them. Um, Issa Rae has been a ray of sunshine. Also Quinta Brunson.
Who?
Quinta Brunson.
Oh.
Quinta went from being Quinta went from being a social media influencer making content to now having her own show. And if that is not a testament or a true testament to what um, showing up and doing what you love means, like I read her book. She has a book called She Means Well. And that book really helps me. And maybe I need to go back and read it because lately I haven't felt a certain way. And we're not going to dive into that. But but she definitely has shown up in such a way that I don't care what you say about her. I don't care how you feel about her as a person. I don't care how you feel about her looks or any of that. Quinta has paid her dues. She went through all of the challenges and everything, and even reading her book. Like if she didn't have a story where she had to kind of come from the trenches and all of that kind of stuff. But she did talk about her journey and having older siblings and all of those kind of things and just how she ended up navigating and going against the grain. And those are always the ones who end up um those are the ones who end up really becoming something because they chose to go against the grain and not stopping when things got hard or when things just didn't go right. She kept going. She kept making a point to be exactly who she wanted to be because her parents wanted her to go to college to be, I think, to be a teacher. I think her parents wanted her yeah,
Yeah,
I think they wanted her to be a teacher or they wanted her to do something more logical than going into comedy or going into the liberal arts space, you know. And they really wanted her to be that one of those people that had the regular life. And that wasn't the life she saw for herself. And so she chose to go after the life she saw for herself. That's the reminder, clock it. Um, Go after the life you want. Um, Go
so
after
so
the life you see
so
fit
she
for
plays a teacher on
yourself.
TV. So it works.
Huh?
She plays a teacher on TV. It works.
Right, right. And then one of the things was that when it came down to creating Abbott, what I saw that she said is that um, one of the names on the show is after one of her favorite teachers. And I thought that was really dope too, was that she really went after that and decided to pay homage to her teachers and all of those people who really, really set the tone for the woman that she became.
Hmm.
And I love that. I love that. I'm gonna stop looking because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna find it at this point. I've been scrolling for a minute, trying to find at least something I've saved, something I saved or anything. But um, those are two women who truly motivate me and that I really look up to as far as black and brown influencers, black and brown women who have navigated those spaces and really made it and really showed us that you don't have to fit into anybody's box. Because Issa Rae did the same thing. Issa Rae literally started on YouTube as the awkward black girl, and that's who she played. That's what she did. That's how she showed up. And I think sometimes we forget that being exactly who you are is what's gonna help you to make it. Being exactly who you are, showing up, being yourself, and recording yourself being yourself. I think sometimes I just don't be wanting to turn my camera on because why am I recording myself washing my dishes or watching
To
TV?
see. They want to see
Yeah,
it.
and that's been the hard part for me is because I'm like I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here watching TV. Y'all want to watch TV with me? Like
Everything is
I don't know.
content.
Everything is
Everything is
content.
content.
Yeah, but
It pisses
also
me off. I'm not 100% true fan of that. I don't think everything should be content.
yeah, but also that's why I'm like, I think that's why people get on social media and use it as a diary because because we keep saying everything is content, and
No,
then we use social media as a diary, and then when people get on here in front of the camera crying, talking about their love life or whatever it is that they're talking about, now we judging them because that's what we built, or that's the platform we built, or that's what we turned this into. So we got a couple of comments. And okay, so um he said my favorite is T-Ron, but as far as ladies, I like Leora. So the other day on TikTok Live, somebody was trying to say my name. And you know my name on TikTok is I am Leo Rochelle. And she couldn't really see it. So she called me Leora.
Mm,
She called me Leora. And so he been calling me Leora for the last couple of days. I am Jeray said the first influencer I started following years ago was Jackie Aina. I hope I said that name right. But T-Ron said Quinta went from token black to her own show and she navigated those token spaces. Yep, sometimes you have to. A lot of black people with white partners be getting their own shows.
that
I
part.
forget she dated a I forget she dated a white dude. She married a white man. Hey Leah. Hey girl, hey.
Hey,
But
hey.
I forgot she was married to a white man. I forgot that part. But that's that she talked about that in her book too. Was that it wasn't somebody that she had planned on dating. It wasn't somebody that she they were co-workers or something and they just started hanging out a lot and realized that they liked each other or something along those lines, and that's how she ended up with him. But sometimes, you can't control that. I feel like a lot of times, people like, they love who they love, but it don't take away from the work that they had to do in order to get to the spaces that they are currently navigating in. So, um, that's my thing. That's my thoughts. I don't know why I can't find this lady page. I still was trying to look over here on Facebook real quick, but yeah, still can't find it. So I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'll tell y'all once I come across it. But she is absolutely amazing. But it's a really dope ass black lady. I forget her name. So if I come across it, I'll let y'all know. And I keep she has a her brand is no, you cannot control it. Hush, T Ron.
control.
Hush it up.
Oh, wow. I'm on my business.
Talking about he can control who I said people can't necessarily control who they like or who they fall in love with. Um and he
I
said
like
I can't
actors.
control it.
I'm gonna agree with T-Ron on the last comment. I do like him when he's outside of his bedroom. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um
He's kind of
but
motivational.
let's kind of take it a step back a little bit though. So let's talk about why the representation of black and brown men and women matter, or seeing black and brown men and women on social media, on TV shows, and all of those kind of things really matter. I believe they really matter simply because um, when people truly see, or children, and hell, even not even just kids, when adults also see themselves in the people who are out here doing the things that they would like to do, it can be inspiring. On the other side, it can be kind of damaging for some people, like, damn, that was supposed to be me, but it really does make a world of difference, and it gives encouragement to those that are trying to navigate those spaces and really looking to show up. So we do have to be mindful of how we show up, when we show up, and all of those kind of things, because it matters. We need to see people doing hair. We need to see people in media. We need to see people in movies. So, um, because when we don't see those kind of people, we start to internalize or feel like those people who look like me aren't important. The people that look like me aren't out there succeeding or growing or being leaders or showing up in these spaces. And so when we don't see it, we don't know it. Just like the black woman who works in the NASCAR pit crew. I think that is the dopest shit ever. I don't even remember her name, and I'll
Yeah,
find
I know
it.
what you're talking about. And yeah,
Um,
that. But the funny thing about it, that's a crazy job too. Like,
That's a man dominated career, and for her to
but
do
she
that,
navigating the fuck out of it.
and that's the good thing about it because it's like representation. It means a
first thing
lot.
first, I want y'all to understand how NASCAR was just uh Caucasian owned thing. And now we got people like Michael Jordan just dominating that thing.
Her name is Brianna Daniels. She
Yeah,
is the first black woman to work as a tire changer in a NASCAR Cup Series pit crew, breaking barriers in the male dominated sport since 2017. She was a former Norfolk State University basketball player, and she was recruited through NASCAR's Drive for Diversity in 2016 and has worked on top level crews.
she is.
I saw one of her videos and I was like, yes, get it, get it, get it, get it. Because sis was out there changing that motherfucking tire like nobody's business.
She was
And
fast.
she is only 32 years old. Those are the kind of things that we need to see, that our kids need to see, and our young men need to see too, so that our young men don't grow up in the headspace that women have certain fields of business or certain industries that they can work in, because that's the least truest thing out here nowadays. We got women doing construction, driving trucks. Women do
Damn.
just as, yeah, women do damn near everything men do nowadays.
You don't have to
Electrician,
because so many people.
construction.
Them truck driving videos, alright though.
You said the what?
Why do I feel like that
Yeah,
will?
I was trying to say something, but I just
Them truck driving videos, alright though.
He said the
They
truck.
Lord.
doing it.
Um.
and some
So let's. Who was the first person that impacted you? That was like somebody that you saw that looked like you.
ooh,
That's a
I
good
think
question.
growing up it was like Diane Curl and Pam Gear, and just to see black women in movies and not just regular characters, but like powerful characters. I was like, wait a minute,
Hmm.
that could be me. It just made you feel like because they're doing it, it could be me. It's a black girl that's back in the 70s, they would look, we wasn't too popular,
Hmm.
so just to see these women on the big screen, that was something for me. I was so geeked behind
Hmm.
seeing people like that.
What about you, fellas? What about y'all?
Um, Diane Carroll definitely, because before her, he was slaves and shit. Um, George Jefferson.
Mm,
Did you say before we were slaves?
Was man. Diane Carroll changed the game, man. Yeah, George Jefferson, because he had my name, so I was like, oh, okay, I can get on
That's
TV.
funny.
Um, and Bill Cosby, for real.
I'm just gonna say Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby.
I gotta understand.
Um,
Coming from a Haitian
ooh,
household,
Sammy
was kind of
Davis Jr.
everything was kind of minimized for us. So it was kind of different. So mainline was really Bill Cosby. Um, I think for a minute growing up, that was the main. Like we got a lot of information from that show. That's why it moved so
Um,
much.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. For me, when I say like looks like me,
Um,
because I was a chubby little black girl, and so when I started to look for women that looks like me or girls that looked like me, there weren't many girls that looked like me on TV until like Countess Vaughn when she played on 227.
Mm-hmm.
She was a chubby little
Mm,
curly haired little girl.
mm.
You know, she was black, but she was chubby. And then when she played Kim, now she wasn't. Now they be playing in her face was trying to say like she was fat back then. Because if she was fat back then, like back then, I feel like back then a lot of people made girls feel bigger than they were when it was back then. Because in the 90s, everybody was thin as a pencil. So if you had any kind of curves or any kind of meat on your bones, you had a little extra titty meat, any of that,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Did it?
you was overweight, you know.
Yeah,
Because
wait.
back then I was a 16, 18. I was out here
But
thickums in high
she went through a
school.
lot
And I
on
had
that
long
show.
hair.
She went through a lot on that
Yeah.
show too. She went through a
And
lot on
just
that
in
show.
general, but she was one of the people, Thea Vidal, Natalie DeSalle,
Hmm.
Monique eventually, because Monique was later down the line. Nell Carter. So a lot of plus size
Ooh,
women
Carter,
that
definitely.
Oh
I got
yeah.
to see. Nell Carter was one because she was one of the first black women that I had actually first plus size black women that I had actually witnessed on TV was Nell Carter. And she was very stylish. And that was the thing that I did love back then. Like women were very covered up, but they knew how to dress.
They was
mm,
hit.
Honorable
yeah.
mention to Dorothy Spordak because Dorothy was out here slaying.
Who that?
Blanche was a little they not black or brown, but Blanche she dressed, but Blanche dressed provocatively as a woman. Dorothy dressed down to her motherfucking socks as a woman who
Big ass
wasn't the
shoulder.
sex symbol.
She had the
Yeah,
shoulder
as the
pad.
woman that wasn't the sex symbol, Dorothy used to wear her shit. She used to put her shit on. Um,
Yeah,
but that
these
was
ones.
what I
She was
loved
wearing these ones.
about yeah, because that was a thing back then. Shoulder pads meant you had a little coin,
Yeah,
or
to
you
get the
knew how to.
shoulder
Oh,
pad. Ladies would used to wear the vests with the.
Yeah,
so if
them
we
big
doing
ass shoulder
that,
pads meant something. So I
um,
did love that she dressed a particular way. She never looked out of place. She never looked sloppy. She never looked like people portrayed plus size black women to be back then. Because they portrayed us all the time like we was out here fat and sloppy and all of that other kind of stuff. And I'm like,
That's not the
I,
case.
I don't see that when I look at plus size women on TV. But I mean, that may be y'all real life experience. But also, that's not my life experience neither. That ain't my life
oh,
experience to witness women like that.
so if we doing that, then Alfonso Ribeiro, he was on Silver Spoons. That's
Mm.
probably like the
Ooh, so
earliest of me
Yeah.
you
seeing
got
him.
silver spoons, Alfonso. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal
Yeah.
Warner. Yeah, shit, Gregory Hines at one point. My mama said that was my
Gregory
daddy.
Hunt.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Gregory Hunt.
That do look like he could be your
So yeah,
daddy. But
you
you
know what I'm
also
saying?
look like you could
Yeah,
be friends. You look like you could be brothers with Savion Glover. So hey,
I can't stand y'all.
same timeline. You know what I mean? I'm in that
listen.
universe. Couldn't
Tap
tap
is
worth a
one of my
damn.
favorite damn movies. It's okay. Tap is
Mine
one of my
too.
favorite damn movies. So it's on
Yeah.
Tubi, by the way. But that's one of my favorite damn movies. I love
Shalom.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
T-Ron said Zach is the Black Power Ranger. By the way, I'm not so old, so I can't say Sammy Davis and them.
I can.
Yeah, because T-Ron is
Nah,
younger than me, so.
that they had that wild hairline, so I ain't gonna rock with that.
Jeray said I wanted to be a gymnast, and all I saw was little white girls. Then I saw Dominique Dawes in the Olympics and was straight in awe. Listen,
And
I
Dominique was
had
running
big.
it too. Dominique was running it too. She
one
had
of my
everybody
favorites,
knew.
one of my favorites was FloJo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I had the FloJo doll. That's how much I loved FloJo. And I had the doll, and she came with the pants that FloJo used to wear, the one short and the one long pants leg. And the doll had the nails painted. It didn't have the real long nails, but it had nails on the doll, and they was real painted and everything. It had the black fluffy hair pulled back. It was really a FloJo doll. Now, if I would have realized or had been taught the value of those kind of things back in the day, I really would have some money off of them dolls now. Because I had the FloJo doll, I had the MC Hammer doll. We had
I had
all kind of dolls back in the day. I had the MC Hammer doll. I think I had the one with the turquoise hammer pants. Hammer, hammer.
Don't hurt him. Mm, mm. Yep.
Listen, I loved MC Hammer. I loved his cartoon. All of that.
I don't remember his name. I never knew his name. The boy that played Fool in People Under the Stairs. He was in all the movies back in the day.
Oh,
He,
Oh,
he, was,
what's his name?
he was in Mighty
not
Ducks and all.
not Jason Weaver.
It was the other one that they was like neck and neck at one point.
I know you're talking about
Yeah.
the other I forgot his name too.
Not Jason Weaver. What is his name?
He played
Brandon
Juicy Smollett.
Quinton Adams. Brandon Adams. That's his name.
Yeah, he played Juicy Smollett brother in the Mighty Ducks.
Not.
I'm mad you. He said he
Well,
played
that's
Jesse.
like my favorite movie of all
His
time. That's
name.
why
His name is Brandon Adams. Brandon Quinton Adams. Yeah,
I've been
they were. Him and Jason Weaver did play
yeah,
a lot.
I've been cool since People on the Stairs. I never. If I ever met him in real life, he was like fool. That's all I would call him. So
Uh huh. Yeah,
yeah,
that's so cool. A lot of, and that's the thing, a lot of the things, a lot of the people that we were able to see that influenced how we showed up outside. I mean, like the people in our real lives, definitely, but a lot of the people outside of our real lives were true influencers into how we showed up, how we became who we are, and some of the missions that we are trying to accomplish in life were a mix of the people that we were encountering on a regular basis and the people that we were encountering, whether it was TV, radio, movies, all of that really made a difference. So,
hmm
seeing how people navigate and how a lot of these younger people show up now to be influencers and things like that, I don't think most of them have an understanding of the price that you have to pay to be an influencer or what it takes to be an influencer, because regardless of your intentions of how you're trying to show up or what you're trying to do, you're going to influence somebody in a way that you did not know you were influencing them.
tell me about
So,
it.
yeah.
And you got to look at it like back in the day, we had so many, black icons. Cicely Tyson, Carrie Belafonte,
Yeah,
Hattie Daniel, Ruby D. And it was just like, wow. And
But
they,
Ruby D and her husband played in every damn Spike Lee movie, ain't
girl,
it? Wasn't
girl,
they in like everyone?
just about. If
just
not,
about. Yeah, if one was in it, the other one was there,
they was in it. Yep. No.
and
I,
yeah, that's crazy. Like even
right,
getting
because it makes
older.
you think. it makes you think like, damn, was they ever in a movie like not together in
Not
at least a
together
Spike
because
Lee
they were
movie?
always together.
I
Yeah,
mean, we could say
What
the
was his
same
name?
thing.
Ozzy
We could say
Davis,
we could say the same thing
yeah,
for the man family and Tyler Perry.
Tamala and yeah,
David.
like
Hmm.
Brown. Yep. But they started out with
Kurt.
Heinrich.
and yeah, it's funny because when like Sissy Tyson and all them pass away, like the younger people don't understand why we feel so connected to them. Like, because there's no one walking around like that now. You
Right.
know, like I think like Charles Barkley was like, "I'm not a role model," like '91, and I think everybody after that just felt that way. Like, bro, like don't live like me, live your own life. So we never had a connection to nobody like that.
And even if that's the case, or even though that's your thought process, like I'm not a role model, you don't have the. You can't say that though.
You
Hmm.
You
can't.
can say your intent is not to be a role model for somebody, but it doesn't mean that you're not a role model to somebody, regardless of what you may think.
Hmm.
Like, I think that is part of why, I think that's why sometimes I'm so mindful of what we talk about, but other times it's about the authenticity because, no, we're going to keep it real, but just understand if you're watching, this ain't a kid's show. So I try to make that part clear. This ain't a child's show. But also, you can't say what people don't look up to you because this was the funny thing, and I came across this the other day. I remember like during the pandemic, I was recording videos, and I recorded a video of me doing a head wrap, and my homegirl walked in the room, and her daughter was watching my video.
Hmm.
And she was like, I don't even know how she ended up over here. I don't even know how she got to your page, but this is what I walk into the room and see. And I was
Hmm.
laughing, but then when I thought about it, I was like, that's a big responsibility. And I was like, I'm hoping, when I watched it the other day, I'm like, was I cussing in this video? Or I don't know what I was saying in that video, but it was just me doing a hair wrap tutorial and I posted it on YouTube. But the realization was like when you do things, kids do come across it. Like my
Right.
nephew is younger, he's 15, and he'll come across my videos from time to time and he'll pop in the comments, hey TT, whoa, whoa. Hey nephew, go ahead and scroll by. Thank you for stopping in. But
Rude
but
awakening, huh?
also, yeah, but also it's a like Jeray said, it is a responsibility when you have a platform, regardless of if you think it is or not. Now, your platform can talk about a plethora of things, but even in that, like PGC, we talk about mental health, we talk about music, we talk about influence, we talk about sexual health and wellness, relationships, intimacy, desire, and all of those kind of things. But the way that we talk about it matters.
Mhm.
The way that things are delivered matters because your delivery and how you are trying to get your point across don't always got to be raunchy.
Nope.
We can have conversations about sex where we are talking about the realness of it all, where it's not overly exaggerated, where the conversation is not like we're having where somebody got to censor it all and it's porn,
Hmm.
because that becomes a thing too. When you get to talking so raunchy, it's like, damn, what is that we talking about now?
But
You can.
but also as much as the positive that we talk about, it's like a roulette table. You don't know where they're gonna land on. You know what I mean? Like you
That part.
like me and Shay do the same thing. We talk about all that, but I guarantee you, the one thing they find is the time that Shay pulled out, you know what I mean, and put it on the wall.
Uh-huh.
My joints stick on the wall. They won't worry about none of the mental health stuff. They won't worry about none of the Black History moments. They worry about Shay just do something on the wall. So
Hey, I'm pretty sure That's how a lot of people probably felt in the previous seasons. Like, what the fuck is happening over here? What is going on? Hell, sometimes now we just came back, so we ain't revved up all the way. So we still getting our sea legs back.
I'm sure they gonna
So ain't no
see my
telling
wig.
what may happen, but
Let me go, folks.
ain't no telling what may happen in the near future. But we just getting our sea legs back. We've been gone for 2.5 months, so we still getting our sea legs back. But the conversations in any platform, you have a responsibility, and I think people try to dodge responsibility because, oh, I'm not an influencer, oh, I'm not a role model to nobody's child. Well, you don't know what kind of content that child came across, and they was like, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
I hope some little chocolate chubby black girl come across my stuff and be like, I want to be like her. I want to be honest, and I want to talk about my stuff too. I hope so, baby. But also, surprise when you get on here and get to talking about stuff. It's a price.
Yeah, the entire fifth grade class informed me today that they found my TikTok.
See,
Good luck.
I was like, "What did you see?" So I seen your podcast. I said, "Oh, okay."
and then the flip side of that, like you said, the young people found it, but my auntie from time to time she will call me and say, "Oh my God, I just watched your podcast, and I just watched it. You were talking about like she watched one of the after darks, and I was sitting there like."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, it was so refreshing. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, like I was a little bit on the edge. Like, Auntie, what did I say? What was we talking about?
Did
Because
we
I
do
don't need you to be knowing your niece out here be throat goating and all of that other kind of stuff. We don't need to have that conversation. We don't need to have that conversation, Auntie. But
When that conversation happens, record it.
no. Um, but my auntie is one of those aunties. She is non-judgmental. We have real, very candid conversations. But to know that it makes her think about things as she's getting older and as she is navigating life, she starts to think about some of the conversations we've had and unlearning certain things that we were programmed to learn. And even when it comes to desire and pleasure and all of those kind of things, it makes my aunt, who is in her 60s, and when I say my auntie bad, bad. And so it makes her rethink some of the things. And so that's part of the responsibility of having a platform is that
How
you
bad?
get out here, boy, please, because her son is crazy. Okay. But you
The
do have a
perfect.
responsibility, regardless of if you feel like you do or you don't want to have that responsibility, you still have it. It is still across the bear when you are speaking in a public forum. So
Yep.
it's a lot of things. What I do, Ramita? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But we do have a responsibility. So, uh, mm, 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 mm. so not even just like we kind of talked about the old school, but there were many cultural icons that were shaping trends and conversations long before social media. So
Mm.
we had artists, writers, activists. We had all kinds of people, entertainers,
Mm-hmm.
and those are a lot of the people who shaped the culture. Black fashion innovators. Nothing about this fashion shit would be what it is without black people. And I mean that from my chest. Because when I took my personal styling courses, I was really upset at all of the praise that so many people got in this course, but at no time did black people really get mentioned. At no time did really black folks were given the praise. One of the people that they mentioned, and her name is escaping me as I'm thinking about her, was the woman who designed the dresses for Jackie O, for the first lady. Let me find her because it's escaping me. Um,
If we gonna be real though, they hyped up Jackie up. She wasn't all that.
Oh my god.
She,
I don't know that. Look, I'm gonna let you slide because I don't know that much about her. I honestly, I, I
I'm
didn't.
telling.
what is her
I'm not even gonna
name?
lie to you. I didn't even care.
Only reason why she was fine
Was she fine though?
because her man was outside and she stayed home. That's it.
Her name is Ann Lowe. I knew it was Ann something. I can't remember the
Was she
last name.
fine though?
Her name was Ann Lowe. I don't know.
Like,
Pablo just looks at some of the most insane things
she white fine.
to to judge,
No,
and
but
I always
you
have
gotta think about it
questions.
though. They say she holds such a big influence, but I'm trying to figure out what did she. That's the first
Fashion wise.
fashion wise.
She
Fashion.
was an influence fashionably, but the
Yeah.
person who was creating her fashion was a black woman,
Oh
Yep.
wow.
Ann Lowe. Ann Lowe was the black woman who created her clothing. Um,
But she always
Hattie
dressed up though.
McDaniels. Hattie McDaniels was friends with Marilyn Monroe,
Mhm. Mary was
so
around.
it's a lot. Marilyn was around a lot of black people.
Mhm.
And so all of those people, black musicians, like we said earlier, Sammy Davis Jr., we had John Coltrane, Miles Davis, we had all of these musical influence, Stevie Wonder, all of them. We had all of them. And then we also had cultural storytellers. People that we had: Josephine Baker, Nina Simone, James Baldwin, Spike Lee, Oprah Winfrey, Dapper Dan, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah. All of these people were trendsetters, made a path.
Mhm.
And I think we do ourselves a disservice by not appreciating those people, but we also do ourselves a disservice by not appreciating Missy Elliott the way she deserves to be appreciated and praised. Because Missy just had her very first tour, and I feel like that's a disservice, but it also wasn't long enough. So Missy, we need you to go back on tour, ma'am.
Okay,
Please
Moses,
and thank you.
I retract what I said. She has a very big, wide face. So, yeah, probably back in the 50s, she was probably fine. But I see why he was cheating. I see why he was with Maryland because this ain't it.
Boy, shut up.
I ain't seen one yet. I'm just saying.
Shut
Oh, never
up.
mind. Hold on, I got one. Hold up. I'm gonna send it to
But
you, Leo.
again, think about the timing. Think about the time frames. Think about what beauty standards and things of that nature meant back then, Pablo. Why you up here judging that lady?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, beauty standards is
Oh,
different
All her
back
sons
then.
look like her, and they say
It looked like
her
she
sons
just had a
are handsome.
flawless. Like it looked as if
That's
she
all I'm
was
saying.
just.
If
I don't
all
know.
those
I don't
sons
wanna
look
understand.
like you, and they say your sons are handsome, strong in the face. That's all I'm saying.
that is
Okay.
not what that means because
Her it is.
all of your sons look like you could be features.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers say I look like my daddy, but it's my features, it's my teeth, my smile, my eyes.
JFK the third got her chin. Okay. Rest in peace. He had the chin.
Oh my God, nah, shut up. Anywho, uh, so we have to talk about how things shifted and changed. So we went from having small social media platforms and things where we went to connect, like AOL chat rooms, and then we moved from that era into some of the very first social media platforms, MySpace, Black Planet,
Hmm.
and those things. I
Wait,
think
AOL was small.
You said what?
Wait a minute, you consider AOL small?
It
I
was.
said that was one of the first, but it
Oh
it
yeah,
was very small because everybody didn't use AOL. People had
It had hot.
Yahoo, yeah, it was a whole bunch of different platforms that could be used at that time. But AOL was still considered small. It was big, but it was small. It's not as big as Facebook is.
No.
It's not as big as some of the other current platforms that we use. But also, when we talk about using AOL for social media kind of things, it wasn't a social media platform.
yeah,
It
yeah,
it was an
yeah,
internet
yeah,
platform. It wasn't
Platform.
social media, but the chats is what made it more social.
social. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
forgot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
navigating from AOL chat rooms to MySpace and Black Planet, which I think Black Planet was a dope ass thing. I love Black
I don't
Planet.
know why. I don't know how it fell off. I'm not gonna hold you.
Even with that, Black Planet was first. Tom came out and said, "Yeah, I stole the entire idea of MySpace from Black Planet and made it better."
Mm.
Hmm.
Who
Mm-hmm.
did
Because
Tom talk to?
you could do a lot on Black Planet.
Yeah,
Black Planet had chat rooms. It had all kind of shit on there, customizations and everything.
Black Planet chat room just be lit.
People learn how to code on Black Planet.
Huh?
People learn how to code on Black Planet.
Yeah,
And MySpace. Because because you wanted that motherfucking background to be
Mm-hmm.
spectacular. Yeah,
spectacular. You
spectacular.
wanted
Yeah,
that background to
I
move and the shit to
You wanted the
rain.
glitter. You wanted all that. You wanted it to shimmy. All of
yeah.
that. And you wanted the latest music. You
You had
definitely
to have
wanted the latest
music.
music.
Yep.
Show me a sign when you wanna be three
Until
piece.
they started coming up with the template.
Ooh ah was one of the popular songs on that
When you,
motherfucker at one point. But you had to have the popular music. You had to have all of the graphics. And
no,
then when they had
they started
the
selling the
top,
templates. Remember that? So they started selling the templates so you could just
then they had what was it? Your top five
but wasn't that T-Mobile though for the
Top
phone?
8. First it was 6, then it went
Oh
to
no
8.
no no! You talking about top five on the? Yeah, it
on
was top
MySpace on
five.
your profile.
Yeah, it was top five, then top
And
8.
I better be on there. I
Yo,
better
I
be
saw
on.
fights break
And
out for that.
people felt the way if they wasn't in that top.
Yep.
I saw fights break out for that. I saw fights break out for that.
Yeah. I better be on there.
And
Like
like you
Regina, I
said,
better be on
T-Mobile
the
too.
top 3.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't at the bottom. I better not be at the bottom.
Look at Regina face.
I better not be at the bottom. I promise you.
Regina was out here being somebody's grown ass mama, probably around there.
Yes, I was.
Right. That's why I'm like, she up here like, okay, whatever.
I
I
never
better
went
be in
into
top.
MySpace. Black Planet, yeah, MySpace. I was never.
Regina said I was out here being grown.
I was being grown.
Oh,
Yeah, that's his name, Ray Tom. He was your first friend there.
and everybody moved his ass.
I did.
Everybody moved his ass around until all of their people was in that little space.
Wait, who did he end up selling? He sold it to Facebook, right?
What?
Tom.
Nah. The last person I heard had it was Justin Timberlake. Like if you go to MySpace now, it's just a movie site. I mean, not a movie, music
That,
site.
that's crazy. But I think I'm pretty sure that I heard Black Planet was still a thing.
Black Planet is still a thing.
You can still go there.
You can still log in if you can find your password.
Man, I can't remember my password from back then because I done
Here's the
changed it
great
a
thing.
million and
I
one
don't have
times.
access to that email account no more.
Yeah. If you go to myspace.com, it's just music.
Because
It is. It
Yep.
said, "Guess who's back? Welcome to the new Black Planet." Okay, then Black Planet.
Yeah, they
Black Planet
just
kept on getting
everybody.
bought out though. They kept on getting
Let me
they kept on getting new hands. Like everybody tried to bring it back, but it just wouldn't go back.
Yeah, 'cause I tried to find my old page and then it wouldn't pop up.
Hold on. Let me download one again. Black Planet. I'm gonna go be a menace on Black
Remember,
Planet.
Black Planet even had Black Planet dating. Like literally everything that Facebook had, Black Planet had it first.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, it's not an app? That's crazy.
Oh, was it ever? Yeah, I think it was an app. Was it
Yeah, at one point.
at one point?
Man, y'all playing. What an app, Black Planet. Ain't nobody getting online. Ain't nobody finna do everything from the computer. Um, you got to be a
Honestly,
serious motherfucker to be on your computer
honestly
socializing.
though, remember Black Planet was that thing. If anybody didn't have the computer, they went to the library for it.
Mhm.
Like it
Oh, I
became
remember getting caught in the library
what?
on Black Planet when you wasn't supposed to be. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
when you at school in the school library, you was not supposed to be on social platforms. But all of those platforms helped to shape us. Those platforms back then made us learn how to type, made us learn how to do all kind of things to be able to show up as because you didn't want to miss the conversation or you didn't want to get booted out the chat room because you didn't know how to type.
So
So
Tom sold MySpace in '05 for $500 million.
Oh
$500 million,
Half a
yeah.
billion.
Who sold it
I would
to?
have sold that shit too.
He sold it to News Corp,
Oh,
and then Justin Timberlake bought it for 35 million in 2011. But then
Crazy.
since 2018 when Justin Timberlake let it go, they ain't done nothing with it.
That's crazy. Um, but all of those platforms really had a say in how we navigated socially with each other, socially within even within our Black voices, because a lot of the conversations or rooms that we started to create on those platforms, we were making sure that the Black voices were heard, or we were going in those spaces where Black voices were important or made important. So we were in those spaces having the important conversations, not necessarily important, but we were making room to have conversations about Black things and about Black people.
Urban One owns Black Planet.
That
Urban
makes
One.
sense.
That makes sense. Urban One.
Yeah,
Hmm.
That does make sense.
yeah, that's their umbrella name now. They don't call themselves Radio One no more.
Yeah, it's Urban One. Yeah, Urban One Radio or whatever. But those are the things that had us focusing on really building smaller communities way before Facebook and way before all of these other platforms. Because now I feel like it's way too many platforms.
I agree.
It's way too many platforms for.
Don't tell Hayes the third that though, but I agree.
I mean, I even get his platform, but there's fan base, Blue Sky, X, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Um,
So still the T.
yeah, that and that's some kind of BS ass platform.
What the
Then it's
T?
all of the other little smaller ones that's coming that's similar to fan base and Blue Sky.
What's Blue
And
Sky?
then there is Blue
Stop.
Sky is an app similar to Facebook, but ain't that the Black people app?
Yeah, Blue Sky is
Yeah.
Facebook. Fan base is Twitter. It was the other way around.
And Threads, even though that's a mix, that's for Black people. I still feel like Threads is for Black people, but so there has been a rise in Black creators and just digital creators overall. So we have gotten into this space where, like we said earlier, everything is content. Everything is content. And also, that is a blessing and a curse to have everything be considered content because People don't know when to turn it down. People don't know when to put it off, or like turn it off. Hey guys, come with me while I go get my butt hole waxed. What?
Yep.
Hold on,
Yep.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
And they walk you through it because somebody wants to know how that feels because they want to do that one day. Content, Leo.
Baby,
Yep.
listen.
Just because it ain't content, it ain't content.
Even if that's something I'm out here going to go do, I'm not publicly announcing it to the world. Hey guys, come with me while I go get my booty hole waxed. No. Like I probably would make a joke after the fact. Like I went and got my mammogram done recently. Ladies, go make sure you get your mammogram.
Should have recorded that.
I'm not recording getting no mammogram first and foremost because no. But I made a joke about it after the fact. I said, "Shout out to the lady who handled my girls with such care, concern, and consideration."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they do be slanging your joints around like they don't matter and be smashing them. And she was very nice and gentle and tender and all of that. So I made a joke about it, but I wasn't about to record that.
But
I
you,
think we have gotten so beyond
there's women out
private
there.
moments.
You know that, right?
And we can have a conversation about it, but y'all don't need to see me going in here getting a motherfucking mammogram.
You ain't gotta pop the titty out, Leo. You can go. You can wear the robe and walk in, and come back out
But
like this.
still, no, no, because that is my moment. Because I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a mental thing that I'm having to deal with while I'm doing that. I'm not finna go in here and try to walk y'all through it. Talk to your mama. Talk to your sisters.
Some
Have conversations with
people,
your elders.
some
Have
people have.
conversations with your homegirls. Talk to somebody. But even if you want to talk to me, we can have a conversation about it. But what I'm not about to do is record content of me going in here. Hi guys, can we meet to go get a mammogram?
So when
No.
I poop in the box, I can't. I shouldn't record that.
You said what?
When I poop in the box and send it off to the doctor, I shouldn't record that.
No,
No.
No.
People want to know what the process is.
no.
You can.
I don't ever want to see that. You might as well watch two girls, one cup. The fuck?
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible.
The hell are we talking about here these days?
We're not
No.
going to talk about that.
There's some men out here who don't want a colonoscopy, or they know they got to poop in the box. So a
Hey,
video will help them.
No, they can YouTube that. They put it in the
Yeah, somebody
no,
somebody had to record.
they'll put it in
no.
a diagram.
Somebody had a conversation. Hey,
Uh-huh.
somebody had a conversation. Wasn't nobody on there recording them going to go get no goddamn what's the name? Nobody recorded that. Nobody recorded them pooping in the box. Because why would we want to see that?
No.
Nobody wants to see that. But you can
Fellas,
talk about it. I feel
45.
like that's the thing.
Get your booty checked, fellas. You're over 45. All right.
I definitely feel like that's the thing. You can
Get your
have the
prostate
conversation about it. That
Get your
this
booty.
nigga said get your
Get your
booty.
prostate.
I definitely feel like you can have the conversations about certain things, but everything doesn't have to be in the moment.
That's true.
Everything doesn't have to be a come with me or no. No, I'm not coming with you. I'm finna turn because I feel like this gonna go left and I'm gonna be upset. So you can sit down and have a conversation about it, like we do on After Dark. After Dark, we talk about real deal life experiences and shit that we done been through and all of those kind of things. And even out here, we talk about some of the real things that that we've navigated and been through. But that's weird sometimes. And I think because we have gotten so adjusted to it that we don't see it as a weird thing anymore. We
It's
have become desensitized to privacy.
yeah.
And then people feel a way about you wanting to keep some shit private.
That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I remember
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
the Haley Bailey and she didn't want to show people her kid's face. The whole world went crazy. Like, why you not showing your child? Like, you saw you grow up, why we can't watch him grow up? It was the whole thing.
That's not true. That's not. They don't have the right to tell their parent what to do with their child. And a lot of
And,
parents, especially the ones who are famous, like to keep their children's faces
Protected.
anonymous
Protected.
for protection.
Protected.
Yeah, because Jay-Z, he didn't show Sir for like 3 years. And it was calling him all types of mentally ill and all that. Like, something wrong with him.
they still don't show Sir.
They don't show Sir. Period.
They still don't. But
Artistic.
even what's her name?
Mhm.
Rumi.
Yeah.
They still. I mean, like they only had her out recently. You know what I'm saying? And so I do understand because Tisha Campbell was talking about how her kids have never been in the Hollywood scene, how she never, how they never watched her work until one day, Keenan Ivory Wayne's daughter showed
Babysitter.
them Martin, and her son stopped calling her mommy and would call her Gina. That was in one of the interviews she did with Angie Martinez. She was saying her son stopped calling her mommy and started calling her Gina because he had never seen her work. And so when he saw it, he didn't know that she had played somebody else or
Mhm.
that she was a character. So he started calling her Gina. And she answered. But her kids never saw a lot of her things. And so even getting back to the whole thought of being in a social setting or being in the spotlight, because whether we like to think about it or not, we are in the spotlight. When you put a camera in your face and you speak your opinions, you are in the spotlight. It don't matter who see it, but as long as it's out there, somebody can see it. Somebody can change it. Somebody can interpret it the way that they see fit to interpret it. So you do and are an influencer in many shapes and forms, regardless of if you. I'm not an influencer. Yes, you are. You
You
just don't
just
want to accept
be
that as
one.
your role and title. You might not have started off with that being the idea in your mind that you wanted to be an influencer, but you are. Um, so all of those things matter. Representation matters. And like we said, being an influencer, you have a responsibility not just to yourself, but to the other people who watch you. So be
Yep.
mindful. And let me say this. Let me say this above all else. Stop trying to perform authenticity.
Mm.
You
Yes.
cannot perform being authentic. You cannot perform and it be respected as authenticity because you can't keep up with a persona for very long. Because eventually, some motherfucking body gonna be like,
This guy.
this fucking guy.
This guy.
Because eventually, down the line, you're going to be seen as a liar. You're going to be seen as somebody who is, you're going to be found out as a performer, as somebody who is performing. And people are going to be able to feel whether or not this is truly who you are. So that's why a lot of times, yeah, I get on here dolled up and shit, but other times I get on just like my regular self because I'm not finna perform. I was tired up until 7 o'clock, but I refused to sit up here and not show up. So there's a difference in performing and choosing to show up. You can show up and not be performing. So I think a lot of people perform and think that they are being authentic when they're not.
That part.
So um
But I'm me though. I want y'all to know that. Wigs,
oh
all
we
that.
know.
Who I
We
am.
know.
I'm just
We
gonna let
know,
you know.
Papa.
You got too many shows going. You got too many shows going for you to ever not to be you, buddy.
And Jackie old face is this big, y'all. I want y'all to know that.
It's
That much.
it's hard keeping up with a persona that's not actually who you are. it's hard pretending that you're this comical person or that you're this like the one child who just put out that video with the fat suit on. What was her name? Pablo, the girl who did the the video with the fat suit on and was trying to be Samira.
Easy.
Yeah. Like
Who?
everybody felt the way and was like, girl, this is not, you're not even being authentic. This isn't even your kind of thing. This isn't your kind of comedy. All of that. Like everybody felt the way, but also people felt the way because they had her, because she had them defending Samira. And a lot of people don't like Samira because she tells the truth about what it is to be a plus size girl and how these stores show up and all of that kind of stuff. But also, sometimes I feel like people go above and beyond with trying to prove a point. We already know these things, and so do they.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like people go above and beyond to prove a point.
Yeah. You
But
see,
hey, who am I?
she been quiet. Even her woman.
Yeah, because she probably been over here working on other things. And then the other part of it is that they were trying to act like this woman isn't Harvard educated and talented, and
Mhm.
she is. She is very highly educated and talented because the girl can sing.
Mhm. Even Easy Woman, she done changed the script. Talking about doing a documentary about her mama being white and married a Jamaican man, and she over there doing that now. Like she not even. They went totally to the left. Like yo,
Yeah, so it's other things, and then you will start to see how what you choose to do as an influencer will determine how people view you, will determine how people show up for you, and a lot of people not gonna lose their following or their platform because they were associated with you.
trust me, that was my friend. Nigga, you wouldn't have seen me no more. I should have been over here,
Well, friend.
right?
But also, we gotta think about how irresponsible her friends were to allow that to be, because that's a real thing too. Is that we have to be held accountable for how we show up, and
Like
then
she could
the
have did that
things that we do.
and just left it like it was. Like she spent a gang of money for prosthetics and all that, and then
And for it to be ugly, and for her to look stupid,
cause they don't
like
they don't have that belief that they're influencers. Like these people really like I'm just living my life, and if you want
yeah, and the fact that I'm a comedian. No, you're not.
right,
You're not even funny.
nope,
You're
See,
not a
then
comedian.
not at all.
You're a rage baiter.
Mhm.
You're not a comedian. You don't even tell jokes. So
Make skits.
you make skits, ho. And I'm so tired of people using labels and titles that don't even fit the shit that they're doing. You're a fake actor. You're a bad actor.
Yep.
I'm tired of skits. I'm so over the bad acting
You've been
that has become a thing. I've been tired of skits. You've been knowing that for forever. I've been so over motherfucking skits. It's not even funny. Um, because I am so tired of fake propaganda. I am so tired of things being put in our face that are made to look real when it's fake. And then if the real thing was actually happening, we would look at it as though it was a skit or as though it was fake. And I'm tired of that because we have become so desensitized to the real things that are happening in front of us that our first thing to do is this.
Mhm.
And we want to record and we want to look at what's happening instead of responding. Like that's insane.
Yep.
So even T Ron and I have been saying for the longest how this new trend of motherfuckers being on camera and talking like this
Mhm.
as though they're being interviewed by somebody and nobody is over here. Nobody is right here as an influencer or as somebody who is posting content, why are you talking like you are being interviewed on a podcast when no motherfucking body is sitting there? It is very easy for you to turn your goofy ass to the camera and make the content regularly as you could have made it without looking or becoming a spectacle and
Because
a bit.
a camera straight away, some people don't like that look. But
Even if you're not looking directly at the camera, you can still be sitting here and not look at the camera. You can still be talking like I'm doing right now. I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm still talking and making my point known. But for you to fake being interviewed,
you know what they should have did? They should have looked this way, change their clothes, and then look that way, and then
and,
start cutting back and forth.
and that would have made sense.
Right.
But the whole, and I'm just so grateful for all of the opportunities that I've been blessed with, and then, and ain't no motherfucking body over here. You sitting in this rented out Peer Space podcast studio talking to your fucking self.
You are
Or
We got
disrespectful.
to
Hold on,
be
hold
a
on, hold
little
on,
bit
hold on.
more realistic.
You are disrespectful right now.
No, I'm very truthful right now
Being truthful though.
I
because
mean,
people do the most insane shit for likes, for follows, and all of that. And I think that is why it has been a ordeal for me to create content because I'm over here like, oh, this just shit I want to talk about, but you know, I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm probably gonna make it a little funny. But also, what about the serious stuff? Like, when you really get to a point of trying to have a conversation and all of those kind of things, why you performing?
mhm.
They
Talking
perform.
into the ethers. Nobody's even in there with you.
They performers.
You set up this goddamn camera your fucking self, and you sitting in there talking to nobody.
How many
Y'all
views?
need to get some sertraline. I think that's what the shit called.
How many
Y'all
views?
need something.
How many views they get though?
I don't give a fuck.
They do though.
Yo,
Look, but
Pablo,
the comments,
you worried
the
about the wrong
comments
thing.
say the same thing. The comments say the same thing. If you talking to yourself, who on the other side of this camera?
Hmm.
And I laugh because the people who keep doing it and making it a thing, like you should at this point be making it comical because motherfuckers know you're not talking to anybody. You didn't post the rest of the clip. Nobody interjected. Nobody said nothing. What is wrong with y'all?
Engagement.
Ain't that much motherfucking engagement in the world.
As long as them comments are coming and them likes are coming, guess who gets
I
it?
don't look, and that's why I don't like, I don't comment, none of it. I know the shit is rage bait. I know the shit is for engagement. I'ma scroll by. I'm not even finna give you my 3 seconds because I know it's dumb as hell. I'm not finna give you my 7 seconds so that you can get another $2 or 2 cents off of my view. Soon as it look like you on that motherfucker talking to yourself, scroll.
But
Because no.
but but they don't know what a true influencer is. Neither do their audience. So now, if you call yourself an influencer, a micro influencer, a macro influencer, a mega influencer, a super influencer,
Okay,
people
okay.
just like, oh,
Wait a minute. Are all these titles for real?
they are very real.
Yes. And that's the world that we currently live in, where all of these things are
Yeah,
very real.
yeah. If
But
you have 1,000 followers, you micro, then you just start working your way up.
yeah. And so, a lot of the shit that we witness or pay attention to now is absolutely insane to me as a logical thinking person. And as a person who really looks at shit like you could have just turned to the camera and had this conversation. Like the one thing that I do love watching though is the people who do voiceover acting or book narrations
Mm-hmm.
That's become my guilty pleasure on TikTok. Shout out to Gigi Reeves.
Nigga,
I want to get her on here.
you old. Nigga. That's all. You don't yuck
No,
nobody young. Don't yuck
I
nobody.
don't.
You
Now
just
hold on.
you
Hold
just
on. I don't yuck no yums.
you get if people are watching that person talk to their damn self like this, okay?
No, no, you said yuck and yums.
Themselves.
When you say yuck and yums, I think about something else. So don't say yuck and yums. But I mean, people are entitled to like what they like. I just feel when it comes to that, that is the most insane shit I have ever seen in my life. And I'm not the only one who feels that way. Like I said, me and T Ron have been having that conversation for the last year. And he found a video today and sent it to me of somebody who said, why is y'all on here talking? And I thought the video was hilarious because we have been having that conversation for the last year. And
I
it's been insane.
I watched Kendall clean his entire house, and before he did that, he said, "I don't need to clean my house." That's just what they're doing now. He said,
Who's Kendall?
"Oh, come on, man. That is
Kendall.
yeah, that's a mega
Yeah.
influence. Don't do that, sir. Okay.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. Kendall, and then what's the other one? The little light skinned one that was on Ellen.
Yeah, and his name Kendall too, or something with Kendall.
Uh-uh. Because he started off laying in the bed doing food reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he reviewed the video that got me banned from Instagram, and I
Oh,
thought,
Lord.
yeah,
I forgot his name, though. But
So he got you.
but also there's other influencers who literally are in jail right now because they let this influencing thing go to their head.
go to their head.
Yeah, they think it's power when they really are just influencers. Now, back in the day, 2014, 2015, clubs will pay influencers literally $5,000 to sit in the VIP section.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that way no more. It
It's
is
not
so
like that no
hard to
more.
make money doing this. You have to have multiple streams of everything. But these people thought, there's one right now who's in jail for 10 years because he had to sell drugs to maintain that influencer lifestyle. They caught him
But
and he's in jail for 10 years.
how about this one? Time out. And like they said, content. Everything is content.
Mm.
So you want to tell me now you're willing to commit felonies?
And the lifestyle. Yeah.
To maintain a lifestyle that you aren't currently living. Like, it's a lot of people who go out here and rent Airbnbs or hotels and all of that for an extended period of time to record so much content in it. And then they go home and they living in the projects, and then you up here thinking that they living on the east side
Mm-hmm.
to a deluxe apartment in the sky, and they not.
There's many people I've searched. Like, what studio you at? Because that studio looks amazing. And it was an Airbnb. Literally, they just rented some microphones and rented a space and they just
Bro.
started talking.
bro, that is becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, I'm hearing influencers now they're renting out Airbnb just to stay there. Period. So they can adapt to
Mm-hmm.
the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like for Casanat just did it
Yeah.
before he crashed out.
Yeah.
He rented a mansion just so he could continue to stream, and that's how he's doing the stream university. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you be thinking that's their crib. It's not. It's
But
rented.
he recouped that though.
Yeah, he really did.
We learned that from MTV Cribs.
Actually.
I don't know why y'all didn't learn that lesson.
You're right.
Because they thought that was
There was so many people who was on MTV Cribs who was not their house, and the realest motherfucker on there was Redman.
Redman.
Girl, I was going to say Redman because he showed his apartment.
Redman was like, I ain't writing that. He said, I ain't
That was
writing
the
that.
realest motherfucker on MTV Cribs was Redman.
I didn't know how
That
many
nigga
people said they
said-
wasn't gonna do it at all too. A lot of people said they was not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, this where I live at, shit. And he had a real ass bachelor pad.
my man had the bed.
And I thought that was so funny. I thought that was the best shit ever because you cannot always try to fall into the status quo or fall into the spaces where people think you belong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try to prove a motherfucker wrong every time because I don't belong in the space that you put me in. I'm in the space that I put me in, motherfucker. You don't get to choose that for me. But yeah, that's insane. I think so many of the practices, like so when we've done our retreats and stuff and gone live, it's been because it's all of us collectively in a space. And the only house that we had that was like, yeah, damn, was when we did it in Chicago. And it was like a 4-story house. Motherfucker was huge. It had all of the shit, but we didn't even really record content there. All
Mm-hmm.
of our content was recorded doing shit outside because we did a photo shoot. We did all kind of other stuff. We did the photo shoots, and then we went out to the club, and we was outside on the patio doing pictures and recording and talking and smoking and all of that. We barely did any content in that goddamn house. The only thing we recorded was the refrigerator because it had the TV thing on the refrigerator. So we started playing the show on
Nice.
the refrigerator. But that was the dopest thing about the house is that we played that shit on the refrigerator. But we was in there doing regular stuff. Now,
Yeah.
could we have had all kind of content? Possibly. But we didn't care. We went for the purpose was for us to come together, build a connection, do some fun shit, have a good time, take pictures.
See, that's the difference. Some people, their whole life is to try to be an influencer, to try to get those ads. And these younger people here, these new adults, they don't know the difference. That's why baddies is so popular. That's why you know what I'm saying.
Man.
But
Like
hold on.
baddies rent out Airbnbs and tear them up and
Yeah,
then
but
leave.
they're not even cutting checks though for badness the way they used to because it's such a
No, of course
bad.
not.
They're not. Like,
But
Nobody's
it's
getting
insane.
the check that they used to get. Like literally, even podcasters, none of us are getting the checks that we could have been getting. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to
It's
have
insane.
everything else. Everything else got to come with it. Yeah. And that's what these
And
people tell. They don't tell that side of it.
yeah, yeah. And that's the part. Is that if we stop hiding the realness of the shit that we deal with or that we go through, and maybe that's what I need to start talking about. Because we sit up here and we hide the truth so much when it comes to the growth, the process, and trying to actually become what you dream of becoming is that and people only see
Mhm.
the outcome. They don't see the work on the back end.
That's true.
So if we gonna talk about some true shit, yesterday I was crying my eyes out, and today I slept most of the day. But then today I got up at about 6:45 and decided, okay, let's get ready for the show. Let me send out the rest of the stuff because it is a for real thing that life is happening on the other side of the camera. Life is really happening for people, and we have to stop thinking that we have to put on this performance or this show in order to be understood and seen. Like we don't have to put on a show. And then even all of the one thing that's really the other thing that pisses me off on TikTok and all of these other videos, mostly I say TikTok because of the lives, is because people talk like this when they trying to get you to understand something and buy something. And why you ain't started selling your digital products yet? Because I don't know what you out here doing, but you need to be selling digital products. Hold on. Hold on, ho. Why you hollering at me?
It's either that
You want me to buy something and you hollering at me?
or
Scroll.
old boy that's sitting on the motorbike in the middle of his living room. Like,
you know what's starting to piss
I
me
just
off?
gave you 4 days. You need to call me right now because I'm gonna run out. I'm like, yo, you got you sitting in the living room with a motorbike. Like, what are we doing here?
You know what's starting to piss me off right now on TikTok? So, for example, Leo has a class. I take Leo's class.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, I start selling the same class.
The same shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm at the fame. Yo, don't take her class. She ain't gonna teach you this. She ain't gonna teach you. I'm like,
And then they don't even teach you shit. They don't even give you nothing
No.
to live with. They
they
give
give you
you
three
the
pieces of
very
paper.
bare minimum.
They teach
Then
that little
say
pen.
for
So,
and stay if you stay until the end,
mhm.
we have a special offer for those of you that stay until the end.
No one stays to
And
the
if you stay until the end, then they tell you about a course that you could take for $999.99.
Go ahead and scan this
And
QR code.
and it's discounted at that. It's
with,
discounted
with a
if you stay
20%.
until the end.
Guess what? Since you stayed to the end, I'm gonna give you that 20%.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Like, wait,
Mm.
is
Listen,
y'all on drugs?
I'm gonna open up my course for you, and it's
Yeah, I'm
instead
gonna
of
open up my course.
$500, it's gonna be $99 for the next 20 minutes.
Right. It's been
Go
99
ahead
for
and
10
get
years.
on
Okay.
there, and so you can
And
go to
I
the course.
and
Like I
I'm
said,
like,
it pisses me off. It
No.
pisses me
But
off.
they teach you that though. Like, cause even with my merch, someone said scratch out the price and put like $50 for a hoodie, right? Put change the original price to like 75 just to make you believe like you cut the price down. The price been $50 this whole entire time. That's what they teach.
why so much deception?
No, but my thing is, it's
It
like
is so much deception, and I
Because they
get
money
marketing.
hungry. They
I
money
get
hungry.
marketing and all of that. I get marketing. And because, like you just said about the merch, I was over here sweating trying to price merch.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this how much it costs to produce it, and then this how much it costs to ship it. Okay, do I add the shipping cost to the price, or add the
Yep.
do I just leave the shipping cost, and then do I just add the cost of production plus the profit, and I
Mm-hmm.
get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
because because what?
Yeah.
Because what? And that's the part that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to business either. We don't talk about the issue or the thought process of having to charge somebody for your services, for your materials, for your goods. Like
Your
that
time.
is
Yeah. There's a
your time. How do you put a price on your time?
they got a formula that nobody shows. Like I've seen the formula. It's like time plus effort, da, 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 and that's what you charge people. Like
Yep. And then people be like, well, why is it so high? Because, baby, this is personally made. And so this is what I put into it. You think I'm going to sell you something I spend 8 hours on and I'm going to sell it to you for $20? Come on, let's
Mhm.
be real.
Listen, even when it comes down to my art and my jackets and stuff, sometimes those are just passion projects.
Mhm.
And then I post it and somebody like, I want it. Oh,
Till you post the price.
yeah, yeah. She don't like doing that.
okay.
She don't like doing that. Mm.
Uh, let me think about that.
Yeah,
I'll get
like,
back to you.
I don't know if it was Basquiat or somebody. They asked him to draw on a napkin, and he said, "I want like $100 or something like that." Do you charge me $100 to draw something you did in 2 minutes? He said, "No, I'm charging you for the 20 years it took me to learn how to
It
draw."
took me to learn how to draw that shit that quickly
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it is time. It is skill. And that's the thing that I do fully understand the process of all of that, that you do charge for your knowledge base, your skill set, what you learned over time, the 4,900 hours that you had to put into learning this skill. So that's why I don't try to shortchange nobody. If I know I can't afford it, oh okay, well this not in my budget. I
yeah.
get to you when I can. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. And then it'll
But
always be our people who try
All
to
this,
give
all
give a brother, give a sister a break. Give me
right.
a deal. Give me a deal. But
listen,
No, no. Guess
you
what I
got to look
learned?
at
Guess
it.
what I learned a long time ago. If you can't walk into Ralph Lauren and ask him to give you a break, don't ask me to give you a
No,
break.
that's what I'm saying.
I
No.
mean, that's why people go. That's why I would be a motherfucker that wouldn't go into Ralph Lauren. I would go to the outlet mall because that's where the discount is.
That part.
Yeah.
See, people got to stop thinking that you're going to walk into somewhere and ask for a discount. Go where the discount already is. Oh, I can get somebody to do it cheaper. Okay, well, go get them to do it cheaper.
Both
Don't come
prices
over here
right.
asking me for my shit.
Yeah. Because when I was making costumes, and everybody was like, "Well, I need you to make me a costume." Okay, it's gonna cost you, and then they'd be like, "Well, how much?" And I could tell them the price. They was, "Well, why so much?" Because baby, you just came to me last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Last minute, I'm gonna charge because then I got to put myself in a time constraint for you,
Mm-hmm.
and then everything got to do is last minute. You playing too much
Yep.
because they
Yep.
be like, "Oh, who made that? I made it myself." Well, I need to get with you. I need to get with you. Well, baby, you need to get with me months in advance
Yep.
because you want to make sure you have everything that fits right. You want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that the color is right. You want everything to be
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Last minute,
Mm-hmm.
no. Even though I love everything last minute when it comes to costumes, but that's for me. That's
Mm-hmm.
me
Hmm.
for myself. But if I'm gonna do it for somebody else, no, we're not gonna do last minute. Because baby, I'm gonna charge you some money. You think I'm
Yep.
gonna charge? Can you do it for $20? $20?
Well,
Ooh,
guess what? From what I've been
But
understanding in Atlanta, everything's been last minute. They'll,
so
they'll
even
wake up. They'll
buttons.
wake up. They'll wake up Friday and talk about, oh yeah, I'm throwing an event. Can I get some
Yep.
flowers? Can I get a photographer, a videographer? I need you to host.
Mm-hmm.
Literally last minute.
The buttons I had for the convention, I tried to make the buttons myself. Failed. I called my friend like, "Hey, I need buttons. I need like 100 buttons." And she's like, because it's a week out. I was like, "I don't care. I know what I did. Okay, like if I came to you months ago, I wouldn't have said nothing. But I know it was a week out. So hey, charge me what you need to charge me because I'm rushing you. And I need these buttons." People got to
And that's
understand.
the thing. That's the thing. People need to understand, like, I saw on Facebook the other day somebody was talking about, I don't even know who it was. Somebody was saying that somebody wanted a disco ball wall with lights and all of this other kind of stuff going through it somewhere. I don't know if it was at their business or something,
What
but
is it?
it was a wall, and I think it was inside of a business establishment, which is would make
Uh,
sense. But she said that she told them the price was like 5,000, and they was like, that's too much. It should only cost between like $500 or $600. Well, you do it.
I mean,
You do it.
and what they don't understand, my price is my price, and
right.
if you don't
Right.
like my price,
And
it's
then
always other people.
the picture that she posted of somebody else's wall that was very similar that didn't have all of the shit that this person was asking for was already $7,500.
Mm-hmm. So they'll give
And
you
so that's the thing about like learning your worth when it comes to the stuff that you're putting out, because sometimes we leave with our desperation because we might need the money right now, and I don't
Mhm.
want this person to walk away because I need this money.
I'm
But at
guilty.
the same time, you are discounting your skill set, what you've given to the world, the time, the talent, all of that that it has taken you to be able to put it into this craft, and now you
Mhm.
discount it because
You undercutting yourself.
Yep. I'm
yeah.
yeah. It's been a few people who got lucky that the mortgage was due. And I was like, get this come on.
Listen, I put some art on sale because it's either sell this art or this ass, and I prefer to sell this art right now. It's either one, so I'm gonna sell this art first, and if you want to buy this art, come on and get it. I'm a discount it $75. You can have it for $75. Give me 150. Give me 125. Whatever.
I'm gonna sell
But
this.
it's a for real thing. Is that sometimes the starving artist thing is a for real thing, is because we are trying to navigate a space of creating and doing what we love. But while we're doing what we love, we still got to maintain a real life. And that's
Mhm.
the struggle a lot of times.
That
Yeah.
be the struggle.
That's
That
the
be.
real struggle.
But then we have to learn that sometimes we have to, even though we're struggling, we have to learn to be like, I gotta pass
Yeah.
because say you have a piece of art
Mm-hmm.
and your art is really worth a lot of money. You just say you spent over $1,000 creating it, and then because you are crunched for money, you're looking at, well, dang, I gotta pay my rent, so I'm gonna
Yep.
take $600 because I'm $600 short.
Mm-hmm.
You're underselling yourself. And then you turn around and you look up that person that sold your art for way more money than they bought it for. And so now you in your feelings. So
Yep.
maybe stop undercutting yourself
Yep.
and do what you need to. I mean, it's other ways around to get money, but all money ain't good money,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to your craft.
Right.
Yep. Yep. And I think that's part of the whole starving artist thing, which is why I say when we get out here and do all of these things and being an influencer and all of that, we do have to be mindful of how low we are putting the bar on who we are. Like I said, I don't like that fake podcast. I don't like the fake podcast over here talking to somebody and ain't nobody over here. I don't like motherfuckers yelling at me in order to ask me questions about why I'm not selling my digital products yet in order to get me to pay for their class. And they class didn't even tell me nothing, and they don't even know how to really create digital products that look appeasing. They digital products is some text on a colorful background, and they out here selling it up the ass.
And just like
Like, listen, listen. It is literally a blank page and text. That's it. No, no. They got 12 different fonts, 47 different variations of size, all of that. And me, I'll be like, I'm not putting my name on no shit like that. Let me fix it. Because no, you're not about to talk about me and how this shit look and be like, bitch, I paid $12 for this and it looked like this. Because I would talk about somebody's shit that I bought and it looked like shit.
yeah,
That part.
Uh,
That part.
Unless it's a template. You know what I'm saying? But I paid for digital products and I'd be like, bro, is this really what y'all out here selling?
or it'd be
So
the colorful page, and you swipe, and be a picture, and you swipe, and it's another color, just so they can have like 10 pages on their shit. Like,
it'd be
You be like, I
insane.
gotta pay for this shit.
right,
Mad.
But those are the people that's out here making money because they put it out any goddamn way. They didn't overthink it. They didn't do all of that extra shit that we do because we are perfectionists and we work on all of those kind of things. But whatever you get out here and decide to do with your life, and if you decide to be an influencer, understand the impact, understand what it is that you're doing, understand that whether or not you like to call yourself an influencer or whatever the case may be, you are still doing that. You are still influencing. You are still being a person of influence. Now, you might influence a motherfucker to get mad and they might be upset at the way you doing shit. But do your thing because y'all not here to please me. You here to get what you out here to get. So if doing that fake podcast and shit is floating your boat and helping you find your lost remote, do it. Okay?
What?
Yeah.
they get asked to be on real podcasts from doing
And whoever is at nope.
She said, I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there.
Nope. But
Y'all
just
so
remember,
disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful.
it. Just saying.
remember a few
It's
things
facts, though. It's facts.
that representation shapes identity.
It does.
Representation shapes identity because if you never see somebody who looks like you, then it makes you feel a certain way or it brings you to a conclusion that you are not valued or that you are a monolith, that you are only like a one of
Mhm.
one. And all of us are one of one, but seeing somebody who may resemble you or look like you really truly helps you to feel or look or show up in a different way. That's what I'm looking to say.
So my
Visit
job,
visit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
my job is 75% Caucasian, but all the black kids, the teachers tell me all the time, like, if you weren't in this school, we wouldn't know what to do. Like you make them feel good coming to school, just seeing you, just seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not pushing the mop, you're not pushing the broom, you're fixing the computers. Like we need you. That feels good. And then the other day, this little kid, things in like second grade, he just got glasses for the first time. He was holding them in his hand. He would not put them on. The teacher ran and came and got me. He was like, "Can you come talk to this kid?" I was like, "I'm gonna tell him." He was like, "Just come talk to him." And he's like, he doesn't want to wear his glasses. And then me and him had a whole 10-minute conversation about how glasses are cool. And he ended up putting the glasses on just cause. So I was like, another black kid with glasses. I love it. Like,
That's fun.
can't be a high five.
Yeah.
First thing first, I'm not gonna say. You know.
Yeah, it matters. And so visibility is not the same as power.
I'm the first person in both of my schools who have not pushed the broom to work in those buildings. So I'm like Jackie Robinson.
See, that makes a difference.
They owe both.
That you don't have to, although I love Mr. Johnson on Abbott, just to throw that out there.
That's my nigga for real.
Visibility is not the same as power. You don't have power just because you're visible, okay? That just because you are visible, just because people know you or know of you, does not mean you have any power. I find it strange when people know me when I'm out in public or when I'm places. Like the weirdest thing that ever happened to me, I was in Vegas and somebody walked up on me like, "Ain't you such and such?"
How you
Who
know
sent
me?
you home? Who sent you? Because I'm in Vegas
Yeah.
and you spotted me and was like, "Ain't you something?" Back up because I feel away.
Go
So
somewhere.
visibility.
They expect that. They're like, somebody in here gonna say something to you. I'm like, no, they not. And literally like 10 minutes later, Pablo. I'm like,
Yeah, it's weird. It happened at a club here when I first moved here and got settled here and was doing stuff and was out and about all the time. And me and my sisters and my sister friend was like, "The fuck?" And I was like, I was saying the same thing, but still trying to engage. She like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And I'm like, "Lord, okay."
this is you.
But
I cannot believe it.
it was weird. It was weird. And it's happened more than once. And I just find the shit to be weird. Black culture drives global trends. Always remember that.
Always.
Just like now they got these things that they putting on their hair and they calling them hairline toppers. Um,
What?
influ yeah.
Yeah.
Influence existed long before social media. Remember that.
Yes,
Just
you did.
because you are labeled as an influencer now, you ain't the beginning of an influencer. You did not start the trend. You are just one of many.
There's a
Social media became a different thing. Go ahead, Pablo.
it's a campaign called Like Mike. Sometimes I dream that he is me. Like they got a whole
Uh-huh.
song. That's in '84.
Yep. So y'all gotta remember, y'all ain't the first to be an influencer. Influencer is not a new term. It has a new definition under, it has a newer added definition under the term influencer. You are not the first. So stop trying to act like you the first and gonna be the last. Um, Platforms amplify voices, but they still hold biases. Regardless, you could be posting 900 videos a second, and none of them shits might get seen. You
Right.
gonna have one click, one like, one comment on 900 videos that you posted.
And some are,
So,
but trash is trash. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
um, one of ownership matters as
please,
much as visibility.
yes.
Yeah.
Own your shit. Own your intellectual property. Own your business. Own your name. I'm working on getting a trademarking lawyer to come on here to talk about those kind of things. Because people will steal your intellectual property and act like they did all the work and all of everything, and then try to sell you your shit back. Oh, and influence should create pathways for others. Your influence should be creating a pathway for other people. It should be opening doors for other people. You open the door now. What it should be doing is opening the door for other people or the ones that are coming behind you. Influence comes with responsibility, whether you choose to see it that way or not, but it does. Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna do an F word, but damn, that time went back quick as shit. I
Mad about
mean, it
the podcast.
flew.
Mad about the
Huh?
fake podcast. That's why.
Listen, cause we ain't on here doing no fake ass podcast talking into the ethers. So that shit flew
If
by.
they had a puppet, would you feel,
Huh?
they had a puppet, would you feel better?
No.
Like they just like, hey, da, 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 da. No,
N- no. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't nobody
I'm
get out here and do no more
about, about to
goofy
bring a
ass
puppet,
shit.
y'all. Okay,
No.
straight to the
Don't do
person. Buy me a puppet.
it. um, yeah. I hold off on the F word until next week. And yeah. Cause damn, that was gonna be a good one too. It went with the topic and everything. But I can hold it until next week. But whatever y'all do, just remember that as you show up and how you show up in these spaces matter. You could be out here and be a girl on baddies, but just remember that you influencing somebody,
And
whether
Bobby,
you want to believe it or not. If you out here popping your little thing on camera, hey, you influencing somebody. Whatever we out here doing, you influencing somebody. And I hope to God that I'm influencing plus size women to step into who you are, or plus size people in general to truly love yourself. I don't know, but whatever my influence is, I hope it's a good one. And if it ain't, my bad. That's
influence,
all I got. That's
I
all
am
I got.
to get some little people at your bachelor party. I'll let them,
I don't see.
let them hop
I
out
don't
at
know nothing about you.
like Angina Williams.
Uh, yeah. Anywho, we we get ready to get up out of this thing, y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for showing up and being here for us once again. And then next week, all month long, we are doing Women's History Month. So we got quite a few different topics that we're gonna discuss. So we hope y'all tune in, tap in with us. So then, oh, I just celebrated 15 years in media this past Saturday. And this coming Friday, PGC celebrates 7 fucking years, y'all. Woo, Lord. We celebrate 7 years as an official business this coming Friday. March is always a highlighted time frame for me because there are so many things that I did in March and I didn't realize it. So my anniversary is in March for starting in media. It's also my anniversary of PGC. It's also my anniversary of Royal Outcast Artistry. It's in March as well. Something about the month of March and me doing things. So may March bring bigger, better, more beautiful things before it's over. So we appreciate y'all. We hope you have an amazing evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hit the cash app if y'all want to celebrate with your girl. It's Leo Rochelle. No spaces, no symbols. LeoRachel. If you want to send your girl some coins for 15 years in media or 7 years as a business. But more than anything, send somebody our YouTube channel. We are about 75 people away from our 1K. So send it to somebody so we can reach our goal by the end of the month. And tune in on all. podcast streaming platforms. But we out of this thing. Whatever y'all do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, y'all. Don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole ass, y'all. We about this thing. We love y'all. We hope y'all have an amazing
Bye.
evening. And go tell somebody you love them. Hug on somebody if you can. Because a lot of us aren't getting the hugs we need. So we hope y'all get the ones y'all need. We love y'all, and we out of this thing.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.